earlier. He seemed kind of fun. He shouted the spells that I did in the game, and it made me nostalgic.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's one of them. I don't really know what any of them do, but they look pretty cool.
You know what they do?
Not
I'll
really.
tell you
huh?
right now what they do. Down B's Nosferatu. That's when, you gotta get close, and if you get them with the
Never
Nosferatu,
works.
you suck their life, and then you get life back from
That's kinda
sucking
neat.
their life. And what's up?
I find that move to be extremely useless, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's actually better at higher percentages. It takes more damage.
I'm saying
from them.
hitting with it is so difficult.
It is really hard.
Would you have to
gotta
be
actually
above
really
them to
good,
do it,
reads
too?
for it.
Or is it just
No.
like throw it on the ground?
It's right in front of you.
No.
It's like a forward grab type thing.
Okay.
It's just you have to read them really well to actually pull it off.
I got you.
And then side B is his fire attack. What is it called in the game? Like L fire or
L
some
fire,
random
yeah.
bullshit. Yeah, he just throws that out, and it's like this little like fire pillar. It's like PK fire from NES. It's just a lot better.
It
And then-
explodes at the end.
It does explode at the end. It does a lot more damage and stuff
Doesn't he
like
have
that.
the Elwind, the up one or something?
Yeah, that's his up B. That's his mobility and also
Okay.
like a downwards attack.
Yeah, that thing was
there's
actually really good.
similar
I
to
liked it.
that. And then normal B is L Thunder or whatever Thunder you want it to be.
Okay.
You can charge that up and then release it whenever you want for a huge attack.
Isn't there like
And,
some
yeah.
gimmick like where you can, where like you do that where you can charge spells or something to change them, or is it just with the thunder?
Just for
It's
the
just
Thunder.
with thunder.
Okay. Yeah, that tip in the loading screen was not very clear on that.
It's adorable. You use tips unloading.
I know
screens.
nothing about the game.
I
There's,
use
there's no
all the
instruction.
characters, so
There's
that's
no-
the way I learn other moves.
There's no instruction whatsoever. So, I mean, I can go online, but when I actually played it, the game had just come out and there wasn't much info on it. So I'm sure if I went online now, I could do my research. But
I believe in you.
So Snake, what have you been playing?
Mostly Smash, to be honest.
God damn it.
I've been hopping back and forth between like Street Fighter, Souls, and old PS1 games I haven't played in years.
Like what?
Oh, what you plan on? What you plan?
Jedi Power Battles for one, which I finished.
Oh. That game was so silly, but continue.
Yeah, that was bad news.
Weren't you playing Jedi Academy like a couple days ago?
Oh, I was playing that, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw you doing that.
Yeah, the curve for that is such a bitch.
I feel like
Oh.
that's the deal with all old games. What are you going to say that?
Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars related things, didn't EA announce Battlefront coming out? 2015?
Like a new one?
Yeah.
Did they?
They did, yeah.
thought
Although
they-
Interesting.
I thought they canceled it.
That's what I was about to say. I thought the announcement was that they're not doing it.
Pretty sure I saw something about that.
Pretty sure
Let's
we
see.
should confirm that.
I'm pretty sure I saw that like today. Electronic Arts on Twitter. May the Force be with you. Star Wars Battlefront release on holiday 2015.
Huh. Well,
Yep,
shit.
that was announced
That's
yesterday.
the one by Dice,
Oh,
right?
wait. I remember what they canceled.
What was
They
it?
canceled.
A new Rogue Squadron.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Man, I remember playing the old one, the very first one. It was so ridiculous.
I do miss it.
So
Oh.
in the new Battlefront, do you still get to be the heroes?
That is a good question. Hero mode was
Or-
the best part of that game.
Yeah, being Darth Vader and just running around, slashing all the other, like, peons.
Oh, I remember that. I remember like going to my friend's house, and that's all we did. That's the only mode, and I'd be really pissed, like, because you can only have one of them on that. Only one player could be like that type of character, right?
But there was a
Yeah.
there was a like a hero battle mode where they were all running around.
Oh, really? Yeah, man, I don't remember that much. It was a really good game, though, from what I remember, anyway.
Well, Lobo Meister says, yeah, this is going to be a remake, so they might.
Battlefront 3 was canceled, so this is a remake. So, it's a remake of the first one, then?
Or second
Probably.
one, I don't know.
Probably two. Two is considered the best.
Huh.
Did they both have
Interesting.
Tatooine, where you can run through the tavern or bar or whatever? Was Isley Bar?
I don't remember.
Remember one of those levels did.
I know
Also,
the
like the
second one
top
did.
level. Yeah, it's probably the second one then.
Just randomly in chat. Anyone like Ratchet and Clank? I feel like I need to
I
include
never
this
played
more.
any of them.
Yeah.
I was more of a
never played
Jack
it.
guy.
Yeah, same here. Naughty Dog all the way.
Yeah.
That was back before I knew Naughty Dog was Naughty Dog. I had no idea they did Jack
Yeah.
until
I knew about Crash Bandicoot at least.
that was by
Was
then.
that Naughty Dog?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Crash Bandicoot
You
was
know
Naughty
that?
Dog.
Yeah.
Really? I did not know that.
Really? Crash Bandicoot. Unless I'm telling you wrong information, but I'm pretty
I kind of hope
sure.
you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure I was only Ratchet
Naughty
and Clank.
Dog.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't they use?
Developers,
They had a
Naughty Dog.
different name, didn't they?
Nope, it was Naughty Dog.
No, I'm saying did Naughty Dog ever have a different company name?
Oh,
Huh.
mm.
Kind of like, did you ever play? I think it's called Body Harvest.
Oh, it was known as Jam Software before renaming in 1989.
Oh, all right.
In
Wait,
89.
89?
Yeah, 89.
Yeah,
Wait,
They-
so they've been
that,
Naughty
that
Dog
wouldn't
a
have
long
mattered,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
I've actually never played a Crash Bandicoot game.
Played the first one. It was alright.
Yeah, it was okay. I wasn't a huge fan, but I didn't hate it.
My
Man,
like
I was more of a Tomba guy.
Yeah.
That's gross. My only PlayStation exclusive like early game was Spyro. Like I got that with my first PlayStation.
I never played Spyro.
That's all right.
What about Kalana?
The hell's Kalana?
Klonoa, you mean?
Yeah, that's probably it.
What
Yeah,
is
the one with
Klonoa?
like the rabbit-eared guy.
Yeah, he's black and white and yeah.
It's pretty weeby.
yeah.
Oh, it's right up your alley.
It's like it's like Tomba almost.
Yeah, it is. What about Mischief Makers?
I love Mischief Maker.
Never played that.
Yeah,
What the hell
they
was
made a
that?
lot of mischief.
It was a
It
2D
was,
game where your main
yeah.
move was grabbing enemies, and then you tap down as fast as you can, and you go shake, shake, and you get like rupees and stuff, and then you throw them.
That was the
They
whole
said they make
game.
a lot of mischief.
Made a lot of mischief.
Yeah, that was it, man. That was
Uh,
a lot of weird ass like N64 games back in the day. That's what I had anyway. I didn't have a PS1 until later.
What about
on.
Buck Bumble?
That was the B one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that game was weird.
Buck Bumble.
I feel like it was like Glover, but you're a bee.
Oh wow, it does look like Glover, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's probably made by the same people.
Probably. Glover was the shit though. I loved Glover.
Did any of you guys
see.
have a Genesis?
I did.
Yes.
I did not.
Snake,
The
did you
I
have
had a
X-Men
friend who had
game.
Genesis.
the what?
The X-Men
That
game.
game is pretty.
Oh, that game was amazing. That was the one that was in arcades too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that game was fucking amazing. But did you ever
Was
play a
Big
game called
Nightcrawler.
Shadow Dancer?
I feel like I
Shadow
know that.
Dancer.
Shadow Dancer.
It's like a dude and his dog, and like ninjas have taken over New York.
Oh, I think I know that game, and it's badass.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
really
that's
good.
like Shinobi.
Yeah, it's really, really similar.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, that game was amazing. One of the bosses
Yeah,
was
that game
literally a
was
brick
amazing.
wall. The game was great.
I
I
played
remember
the fuck
playing
out
that
of
as
it.
a kid in the arcade, and I just do the special that wipes the screen
Yeah.
and die. And I was like, oh, that was worth my quarter. Huh?
Were you about to say, Cry?
Oh. Was I saying things? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You kind of say
Hi.
stuff to get interrupted for half a second, and then the thought just immediately vanishes.
Yeah. How about MDK?
MDK is amazing.
I didn't play
MDK.
Yeah,
Murder,
MDK.
Death, Kill, yeah.
Ah.
The second one's pretty fucking cool too.
What kind of game was it?
It was very silly. I remember that. Like, there's one part where you have like 4 different characters you could be, or rather 3. One's an assassin that can glide and has a gun and stuff like that. One was a 4-armed dog, and you could hold 4 different guns to shoot from, like a rocket launcher, a machine gun, or 4 machine guns, stuff like that. And then one was a scientist, where you have one item in one hand and another item in a different hand. You'd make different things. And so the tutorial gives you a toaster and a loaf of bread, and when every time you combine them, you make toast and you launch it at enemies, stuff like that.
The fuck?
It's a really silly sci-fi game, but it's really good.
And that was for the Genesis?
That was actually for PC, I believe.
Oh.
PC and Dreamcast, I think.
And it was made by the dudes who made the Earthworm Jim games.
Really?
Oh, that makes all the sense now.
Yeah.
It has that feel.
They also made Wild 9, if you remember that.
An
I don't
RPG,
even-
wasn't it?
That was actually you're thinking of Wild Arms.
I sure am.
Yep, Wild 9 was the one where it's like you control some kind of like psychic powers and you like it's all about like torturing your enemies and weird shit. It was fucked up. but they also made the Enter the Matrix games and
Which
the Matrix: The Path of Neo.
Weren't they like actually pretty fun?
Enter the Matrix was damn fun.
Yeah, that was like I think the first time they got like a Matrix game down like correctly. Yeah, I remember having a lot of fun with that.
Didn't even involve Neo.
Yep.
Right,
Very
it
silent.
didn't. It was who's the main
Niobe
character?
and Ghost.
That's right. But you could still do the whole bullet time thing. That was I
Yeah,
remember,
you
I remember
could.
that being executed very well in that game.
Yeah.
And
that was one
the
of
agents
first
were always
good ones.
scary as shit. They were like bosses. I remember that.
Better than Max Payne.
Well, I don't know.
When did the first Max Payne come out again?
Oof.
Oh man, you're gonna make me look this up.
Yeah.
2099? I had a
Big bets.
guess.
Whoa, there was a Max Payne movie?
Yeah, it has Marky Mark.
Marky Mark's
Yeah.
in it. Wasn't
Holy shit. And Mila Kunis?
Mila Kunis is in
What?
it too, yeah.
Is that his wife?
No. Oh, in the movie. I don't know.
You're about to watch this right now, aren't you?
Damn.
Uh,
Jesus.
But Max Payne the game came out in 2001.
Ludacris is in this game.
How did you not
Oh,
know
yeah.
about this?
That's a cash grab movie, man.
It absolutely is.
God.
It's
It's
fucking
this
Marky
Mario
Mark
Brothers
just
all
just
over
shooting party. That's all it is.
Holy shit. I need this. Good day. This is a good day.
I heard it was terrible. Of course it was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got like what was the rating?
Marky
5.4?
Payne.
God.
The sad thing is that's like the type of video game movie that you could actually make decent into a movie just because it's just kind of mindless action and you don't need that good of a plot, but they still made it awful.
Oh, totally,
Yeah.
totally, man. I kind of wish that the original Max Payne was voiced by Marky Mark, though.
That would be amazing.
No one would play it.
Oh, Coffee Freak, good suggestion. Has anyone played Ape Escape?
No.
I have not.
Briefly.
Played briefly, yeah. Like on a demo disc.
I played
Ape Escape
Crazy Monkey
2
Ball, but not that.
Was the shit, man.
What did you do in
Love
that game?
You just catch
You-
monkeys.
Yeah.
Like
That's it?
the whole idea is like a bunch of monkeys got out and you got to go catch them and they all have their own little like names and personalities and stuff. And you got these like different ways to catch them. You got your net, you got
Kind of
other
like a puzzle
things.
game almost.
It's like a puzzle platformer. I
You gotta
would
do
say
it
it's
really
action.
fast.
There's some action. It's not a lot of action, but it just like in terms of like stunning the monkey so you can catch them. It's like a hunting game almost, but it's like got stages and it's a very kid-friendly, good time game. I liked it.
Kid-friendly good time. Sounds like a
Kid-friendly, good time.
pedophile's heaven.
I'm going to not say that word anymore now.
I just
The word kid.
It didn't work, damn it. I tried staring at your little avatar, like, on my camera. I tried looking at him, but I ended up looking, like, way too high, and it looked really dumb. And now it's in there forever.
You're looking at my headset. Quit it.
It's true.
Ah.
I'm looking at the turtle, who was balling. I didn't know there was a turtle there until, like, 30 minutes ago. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a
Kinda
damn...
blends
It's
in.
a really good drawing, like, extremely good.
Yeah. Kind of scary, especially the hand.
Yeah.
There's veins. I'm gonna look at that vein and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a drawing until about 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's damn good.
Yeah, they drew over the picture.
Oh, obviously,
Oh.
that's the only way they could have gotten it that perfect, but still, I don't care. That's impressive.
And then little Nigo cat, bottom right one.
Oh, yeah. Snake, do you think you're going to get Lords of the Fallen?
I'm planning on streaming it tonight.
Oh, you already got it?
No, I got my Elgato, so I just need to buy the game.
Oh, console version.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you going to download it?
Yes.
Oh, huh. That's actually a pretty good idea. I'd watch the shit out of that. I had to take a break from it today because I played it off stream a little too long and I was getting too far ahead, so... It is really, really fun. I like it. It's kind of like... Dude, Cry, what does the interface remind you of? What game?
The interface reminds me of a game that was a really bad console port.
I don't know.
Dead Island.
I'm not sure. What
Doesn't it
game does it
remind you of Diablo 3? Like
Does it?
Dude, the style of it and like the notes that you pick up are in the exact same way that when you pick up notes in the campaign. Like stylistically, they're really, really similar.
That's true. I never really thought
That's
about
probably
that.
why you like it, because it seems more casual now. You're like, oh, it's just like a loot game. You'll be fine.
It does feel casual. It feels casual and it feels accessible, which is nice because
It does.
games like Dark Souls, they're not as accessible.
See, that's the
as-
thing, though. I don't think this game is easier so far than, like, say, Dark Souls 2. I would say it's probably on the same level of difficulty. But the only difference is they actually explain shit to you a little bit better, like how to actually play. Although, to be fair, I didn't know how to use my gauntlet until, like, 8 hours in.
I don't even touch the
I
gauntlet.
don't touch it
put
either.
that thing
I
immediately.
just never put that in my hand.
I think a good way to describe this game is Lords of the Fallen is the League of Legends, as Dark Souls and all that is the
It's
Dota.
Dota. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty good one. But they both have decent communities, though, so that's not right. We need to,
Oh,
like, there's no way to shit talk people because it's only single player.
Well, both communities are pretty shit though, aren't they?
But Dark Souls and Lords of the Fallen?
Oh, I thought you meant League of Legends and Dota.
Oh, no, those are both completely terrible. That's why I stopped
Yeah,
playing. I
okay,
just, like,
all right.
couldn't learn any more Russian. But, like, it's, I would agree with that, definitely. Do you know what what you're gonna do, Snake?
What do you mean, class-wise?
Yeah.
I don't even know the class is available.
It's basically, the three starting ones are what? Cleric, Rogue, and Warrior, right?
They're
This light
Well,
armor
they're-
guy, medium armor guy, and heavy armor guy, basically.
and on top of that is the selection of spells too.
Yeah, which I never ever use, by the way. I don't use any of the
I-
spells. I heard they make the game really easy, though.
I only ever use the prayer one.
Yeah,
just
I use that
because it's-
occasionally, because you can backstab people with it, because it makes them
Yeah.
distracted. That's the only spell I've ever used. I didn't raise any faith or anything to actually put more points into that. But I have like 5 spell points that I just can't use, and that's kind of annoying me, but...
Oh, can you explain the way stats are set up in this game?
Like you're talking about like the base attributes, like strength and agility and all that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very similar to Dark Souls. It's very similar to Demon Souls, actually. They even have a luck stat. It's strength is I believe slight carry weight, and then obviously strength weapon scaling, and then agility is speed and agility weapon scaling. So like fist weapons, monk staffs, poles, daggers, fists, everything like that. Also, the cool thing about the scaling is it's not like some bullshit B, C, S letter grade. It says the exact percent bonus, so that makes it a lot easier to figure out. And then you have your vitality, which is health, obviously. And then faith is basically like faith and intelligence. It's all spells. And then endurance is just exactly like endurance in Demon Souls, where it's equipment burden and more stamina, or energy as they call it in the game.
What?
Is
Which?
there
Go ahead.
is there iframes in this?
There
it hard to
are,
learn?
but they're different. It's not in like the Dark Souls games. As soon as you roll, you're invincible, and then you have no more frames at the end of your roll. So if you roll early, then you're good. If you roll late, then you're gonna get hit. But at this
Right.
game, it's actually when you're in the air, like rolling. So you actually have to predict a little bit more. It's way more realistic, so it actually is a bit harder, but it's more rewarding too, because you actually have to like roll through things and not just like roll into them and shit. You have to be much smarter
see.
about it. But yeah, it's still definitely doable, and it's way more fun than just because that's one of the. I don't know if it's a bad thing. It makes the game easier. I see like all the people who did the review copies of the game. They all just slapped on like a tower shield and the heaviest armor they could find, and they just like tank shit and
right.
just they just had enough potions to get to wherever they're going. But the fat rolling in this game is so slow that you cannot even move if you're like above a certain amount. So either you have to go that kind of build where you just face smash everything, or you go like the light roguey type, which I think you and Snake, anyone who's ever played a Souls game would have a lot more fun doing, because it's much more similar. And the attack system is actually really cool for dual wielding weapons. Cry, you've gotten the whole combo thing down, right?
I still suck sometimes with it,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I like that
it's so
idea
good.
though. So basically, in this game, if you have like 2 weapons, like 2 daggers or something, instead of like power stancing and having one new moveset, you would do like R1, L1, R1, and if you timed them correctly instead of just spamming them right after another, you'll see a little blip appear on your energy bar, and that's indicating that you're pressing it at the right time. And if you complete like that combo at the perfect timing, then you do like a really quick like 4-hit stab. So it encourages you to not spam and like know your timings exactly, and you get way more damage for doing stuff like that. And that even works with bigger weapons too. Like if you they consume a lot less stamina if you swing at the exact time. So I really like that system. It encourages you to not just mindlessly press the button.
You know what?
Right.
Speaking of all this,
Yeah.
what weapons are you using right now?
Actually, I was using monk staff for a while, just because it was
Is
like
that like just a bow staff?
yeah, it's like a bow staff. It's almost like a twin blade from Dark Souls, but it's just like it's blunt and it looks really cool. And the good thing about it is it can actually stun enemies, whereas daggers like they don't actually stun enemies ever. So the pole does less damage, but it's more forgiving basically because you can stun enemies before they get a chance to hit you. But I've been using daggers just because it's a little bit harder, but you can do way more damage. What have you been using?
I was curious though, what dagger are you using right now?
Oh, the actual name of it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Do you know where you got it?
Not really. I know the damage is like 48 or something. I don't remember what the exact name of it. I think I got it in that dimensional portal place.
Got it in a dimensional portal place? What?
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
Lucky.
I
Hey,
thought
that is a spoiler. How dare you spoil?
You're there right now. Whatever.
I went for like staying in shit.
Oh.
Are these dimensional portal things that you're talking about sort of like an extra place you can go to kill like a boss and get something?
Well, there are two different things like that. There's one actual storyline dimensional portal place that actually I don't want to go into. It's like it's where the blacksmith is and everything. So it becomes like a central hub. But there's like these random kind of hidden portals that activate. They're hidden in such a way that it's kind of clever because they won't open until you've killed the boss of that area. But they're usually like way back in the level, so you have to remember where it is and go back after you've killed the boss. But then when you go in there, yeah, basically it's like a challenge room. And you either have to solve a puzzle or kill a bunch of enemies, and then there's like a big treasure chest that has like free attribute point shards that give you free attribute points and things like that. So yeah, there are those things scattered everywhere. Me and Cry just found like an arena one where it's literally just an arena. So yeah, you never run out of stuff to fight. It's pretty cool.
I need to show you where I found the needles weapon. By the way, it has like right now I got 66 damage with that.
On daggers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
Well, they're fist weapons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, are you ahead of me? I'm not sure how you got that then.
Oh, you get this early on. It's just secret.
Really? And it's that good?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just takes 24 agility to equip it.
Oh, well, that's actually, I think, as much as I have. Yeah, tell me on Steam later how to get it.
Okay.
So,
What were you
yeah.
saying, Rex?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Is it open like Dark Souls where you can backtrack wherever? Because when I watched you play, it looked pretty linear.
Yeah, you can go back all the time.
Yeah, no, it's actually not that linear at all. You can go pretty much out from the beginning. You can go wherever you want. I mean, you'll get obviously really wrecked if you go to a certain way. So, I mean, it's difficulty linear in the sense that you can tell where you're supposed to be going by the strength of the enemies. But
Right.
But no, I mean, it doesn't hold your hand. You can go wherever you want. While I was streaming, I clearly went to the wrong area and just got wrecked on like one hit. The guy just like shield bashed me and stabbed me in the like face once, and I died. So, but yeah.
We can call that the new Londo effect.
Yeah, New Londo or Catacombs, basically. Yeah, it's a rough start, but yeah, no, for the most part, it's pretty open. The one thing I would say I don't like is the there are NPCs and like characters that you can talk to and you can actually choose what to say. So it's not just one NPC that just sits there and goes kehehehe. Like you can actually like talk to him and shit. But they're very they don't really have much personality. Like I don't care what they're telling me to do. Like, they're no Solaire or anything.
There's an NPC that you meet that wants human skulls.
Oh,
And-
he just goes growing. What does he
Yeah.
do? It's so
He
annoying.
says some really annoying word, and then I went to this one cave right next to him, and it was like near his like trigger area for that. So I kept like accidentally hearing him say "Kurore!"
Yeah,
every
I
fucking like
fucking
half a second. I was
hated
like,
that guy.
Stop it, please.
And you went into the room right next to where there was like 2 spiders, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I kept
and
doing
he
it.
was still yelling. I was like, I
It
hate
was
this thing
so
so. I
stupid.
tried killing him after he did that, but I couldn't. I was very upset.
Yeah, I wish you could do that, like just to get some switch like you can in Dark Souls, but nope.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, there are definitely some not that great NPCs in this game. I mean, it's cool to be able to choose things and have interact like it's an RPG a little bit more, but I mean, for the most part, it's like the Pokemon yes/no system where no matter what you say, you're gonna end up at the same goal. So it's nice, but
Yeah.
it's kind of fake. It's just,
There's when you meet that one lady. This is like really early on, so it's not a huge
Yeah.
spoiler. But you meet that one lady. She's like got this monk in her hand, and then she's just like like yelling at him, and then you're like drop him or don't drop him, and then you carry on the conversation no matter
yeah,
what.
like no matter
after
what
that.
you do, whether you let the monk die or not, nothing changes whatsoever outside of that one animation. So like,
Yep.
yeah, nothing has
And
a
then-
lasting effect.
An even better part was right before that. There's a monk who's just like, bit by a spider, it's terrible. Oh god, cut my arm off or don't cut it off, I don't care. And then you cut off his arm, and then you carry on the conversation like nothing happened.
Yeah, he's just completely calm. He has no arm, and he's just dripping blood, and he's just telling you where to go. Yeah, I thought that was pretty silly. And the lip syncing is terrible.
The
But-
game is not to be played for
The
anything
story
outside
or-
of the gameplay.
Exactly. That is exactly what you should go into expecting it. And the gameplay itself is very fun, but everything else is kind of eh.
Treat
I
it
do-
like the story of like a Mortal Kombat campaign.
Exactly.
no.
Oh,
Yeah. Basically, Shao Kahn is the final boss. So
Yeah.
who just
Question.
turns into Dark Lord.
yeah, go ahead.
Are you limited to certain weapons per class?
No,
You can
as long
use
as you have
any
the stats. Yeah, as long as you have the stats to wield it, you can.
What about armor?
No, as long as you, I mean, you can wear wherever you want, but it's the same kind of system. I believe it's 33%, 66%, and then 100 for light, mid, and then fat roll. So
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm wearing all light armor, and then I got a heavy helmet, and I'm still light rolling because
Yeah.
I have so much shit.
So, if I were to pick, say, a rogue, I would. What's to stop me from, say, picking one and then specking out like another?
Nothing.
nothing really. It's just the same thing like in Dark Souls, where you start off with stats more geared toward that type of class. And the one thing is though, your spells will be geared toward whatever you pick.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
it seems like there's a wide variety of spells too.
well, each class has 4 spells basically.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's actually not that many, and one of them do the exact same thing for each class. It's like a distraction thing. It's like a substitute for co-op in case like you're cornered and need to be able to backstab somebody. It makes them run toward it.
Is there PvP in this?
No, there's not. It's all
Single player.
single player,
Damn.
which will make
Yeah.
it not last as long, unfortunately. But-
Absolutely not.
But I mean, yeah, it's definitely still fun. I'm having a really good time with it. It's very pretty too, although it doesn't run that well so far.
It would be pretty if it ran better.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it runs at like 30 frames per second for me, and I have a pretty good computer, so that's on everything like very high though. I'm sure if you did it like low or medium, then it would be not bad.
That's part of why I'm buying it on console.
True.
Yeah.
Well, then you're gonna have 30 no matter what, so it's not gonna affect you whatsoever. You're not gonna be annoyed that you can't have